Now, since they started using the neural network model, it's gotten much, much, much better. So it's a good starting point. If your English is really, really, really poor, start writing in Chinese and then or Vietnamese, and then use Google Translate as a start, not as a final product, okay? Again, it doesn't know technical terms. It doesn't know technical language, but it can give you sort of a starting point at least. So for first draft, it's okay. And then we'll try to figure out from there. If I know you're using this, then I can help you figure out how to use it better. All right? There are other programs just within the past year. ChatGPT, Gemini, used to be Bard. Problem with these is they learn from other writing, and they write like other writing. So sometimes it produces things that are basically plagiarism, because it's too close to something else that was written. So these are a problem, and they have been trained on general English. They have not been trained on technical stuff. So they really, I would hesitate to use these at this point until they have more training. The other thing is, when they write, they use all these big fancy words that you don't even know. You don't even know what they mean. So it doesn't sound like you. It doesn't sound like technical writing, because technical writing is boring. Okay? It doesn't sound right. So again, I would really hesitate to use these at this point. 5, 10 years from now, maybe, who knows? Again, if you want to use them as a starting point, there's going to be a lot of changes. All right, here's another tool. This was a tool that we found out about at a workshop that my wife and I went to last spring. And it was developed by a retired professor, and it's a step-by-step guide to figuring out your topic sentences, supporting information. It takes you through the whole process of what we're doing in this class, except for article structure, okay? But the whole writing process is available here, and she has made this tool available. You log in with this Juder01 and that password. I hope it's still valid. It was last year. If not, I can try to find new information. But again, this will be in the. You can use the QR code from the PowerPoint. Okay. This is an example from Juder. What it does. This is, I was working on this topic related to my work. Main work on genre analysis done by Swales. I want to include components identified by me, that there's no work on research articles. And it says, okay, pick the best topic sentence for this paragraph. And it gives you a choice of 3 topic sentences. So again, you may be able to use this if you have several references, some information. You may be able to use this to come up with a reasonable topic sentence for that paragraph. If you're having trouble with topic sentences, try it and see. Okay? If it's problems with grammar, there are 3 programs that correct grammar without changing your whole document. Again, ChatGPT, Bard, Gemini will correct your grammar and everything else, and make it sound not like you. These 3 programs will just change the grammar, or you can tell them, check this, not that. Okay? So again, I haven't tried these myself, but all of the information on them is here. If you want to try this, report back to us. Tell us what you find. Which one is more useful? Why? Okay, and then others can learn from what you're doing as well. Okay, again, back to first-year master's students. Realistically, I know it's going to be hard to have a full paper. You don't have enough data. You don't have enough material. But again, it's an advanced class. The minimum requirement is you have to have at least like half the length of a full paper. All right, and something for every section, every component, so that it's complete. Once you have that, you can keep adding things in. Once you know how to do that, you can, the structure is there, you can add things in and make it longer. Everything's in the right basic place. But still, that means, again, you're going to have to write at least 10 paragraphs, at least 1,000 words a week. Most of you cannot write 1,000 English words just sitting down and writing in one sitting. That means you're going to have to set aside a couple long blocks of time to do this. It is directly related to your research. This is not just class, this is your research, okay? So you're doing 2 things at once, but it will take significant amounts of time. Don't underestimate it. Don't fall behind, because if you fall behind, you'll never catch up. And it's just too much writing. All right. And again, this is minimum requirements, all right? It'll get you 80%. It's not going to get you 100%. I have to maintain the standards for the class in order to, for the sake of the school. It's not a basic class. So, but you will be able to get a decent grade if you do at least this much. All right. So at this point, we're going to go into our peer review. I'm going to work with your partner. Okay, you 2 guys can work together today since Hanya is not here. And then think about, working with your partner. What was good? What could be improved? What can you learn from what they did? So after you talk about it, make the necessary changes. Okay, begin to deal with the comments. Again, I'll come around. We can talk about the comments, make sure that you understand. If you have any questions, ask. And then after that, then we'll go on to the next division. Okay, so we'll work on this for probably at least half an hour. And then after that, we'll move on to the process division. Okay, questions? Okay, go ahead. Garrett has to run out and do something. He's going to take a break from his recording and then we'll come back.